Do you want to learn how to write faster, how to write more words in a day? Well, stick around because today we are going to talk about how to write 10,000 new words in your novel in one day. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Keelan. If you don't know me, I'm the young adult author of All the King's Traders, which I would pick one up, but they are currently holding up my little plant over here. And today we are going to be talking about how to write 10,000 words in one day. So the first question on your mind might be, Keelan, is 10,000 words in a day even possible? And I'm here to tell you, yes, it is. It just takes some planning and preparation. On this channel, actually, we regularly do 10,000 word writing days. So live streams where people come together and try and hit 10,000 words in a day. And basically, I live stream from 0 to 10,000 words. And sometimes it takes 12 hours, sometimes it takes 14 hours, sometimes it takes 16 hours. I don't know why I said 12 hours. I actually think the shortest it's ever taken is 14 hours. But those live streams happen on this channel. So I will put up in the cards somewhere here, I don't know what side it's on, I'm so sorry, the link to those playlists. So here's kind of my big writerly secret. I don't write every day. It's not conducive to my schedule, and I just find that my creative juices flow better when I write in large chunks. So if I'm sitting down and writing for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, I feel like the longer I go, the more on a roll I tend to get. So I've always kind of done these longer writing days versus writing small amounts every single day. The first tip that everybody needs to understand before they even think about doing a 10,000 word day is you have to understand that the 10,000 words is not going to be perfect. And however long that takes for it to sink in, take that time. Because if you start a 10,000 word day thinking that you're going to be writing 10,000 perfect words, you are going to be gravely disappointed and or stuck editing the first 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 words the entire day. So before you even start, take some time, reflect, and make sure that you know that those 10,000 words that you put down on the page are not going to be perfect. And that is 100% okay. That's what editing's for. We are talking about drafting right now, just getting the words on the page. The second tip before you go into a 10,000 word day is to make sure that your writing is ready. So whatever that means, whether you're a plotter or a pantser, just know what you're going to write, know what sections, know what chapters. If you're a plotter that likes to do extremely detailed plotting, go and do that detailed plotting. If you're a pantser that just likes to have a couple notes on each section or just a couple notes about the story moving forward, do that. But do whatever you need to do to prepare your writing for this 10,000 word day, because it's going to be a long day. And if you just go in without knowing what you're doing, it's going to be even longer. Tip number 3 is to make sure your space is ready. Pick an area where you're going to be seated ergonomically, so making sure that, your screen is at proper height, your keyboard's at proper distance. Make sure that you have all of the tools that you'll need nearby, so your laptop, if you have a notebook, get your notebook all prepared so that you don't have to do that stuff during the day, which takes up time. Tip number 4 is to make sure your food is ready. So just as important as your space and your writing is your food, because you're going to have to eat throughout the day. And ideally you don't take an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours preparing a meal. So whether that be, making sure you have the financial means to purchase meals during that day, making sure that you have easy to cook foods prepared, or meal prepping. Just make sure that there's things that are quick, easy, and that will fuel you for your day ready in the house. Tip number 5 is to make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, turning on that little notification bell so you keep getting videos like this, and it really helps me beat the algorithm. Okay, now that I've given you a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, clicking that notification bell so you know when new videos come out, I'll tell you the actual tip number 5. It is to make no plans for the day. Actually, if you can, Make negative plans. Tell people that you are going to be busy. If they ask what you're going to be busy doing and you feel comfortable telling them it's writing, say you're writing all day. I know some folks don't really like to tell people they're writing and they like to keep it a little bit of a secret, or at least I did when I was younger. So in that case, you can just tell people that, you have something pressing to do and it has to be done that day. And if they keep pushing you onward and really want to know what it is, just tell them it's a surprise, because as soon as you tell someone you're working on a surprise, they automatically assume it's about them, and then they're like, ooh, a surprise, and they kind of back off a little bit. So, and it technically is a surprise because you're not telling anyone about it, so. But anyway, I digress. Just tell folks that you're busy for the day. Make negative plans. Put away your phone. Tell people you are completely unavailable. I mean, even your emails, just set an email saying like, I am currently not going to respond to anything today if people email you. You could even have a pre-drafted text message that you just send to folks if they text you throughout the day, like, hey, I'm working on this big project. Please do not text or call for the rest of the day. Things as simple as that can really help you be successful in the pursuit of this 10,000 word day. If you have a lot of people within your household who might be bugging you, perhaps you can remove yourself from said household once social distancing and self-isolation and quarantine and all of those things are lifted. Go to a library or something along those lines. But just remove yourself from a situation where people might be trying to interact with you or create plans. So that's tip number 5, is to make negative plans. Tip number 6 is to schedule your writing time and stick to it. If you're going to say you're going to get up at 6 a.m. and start writing, get up at 6 a.m. and start writing. If you say you're going to start at noon, get up at noon and start writing. Everybody's got different writing schedules, but this is a time where you want to create a schedule and stick to it. That way you create accountability. Say you're going to wake up at 6 and then by 1 or 2 p.m. you'll have 5,000 words done. Something along those lines. So basically create a schedule, stick to it, hold yourself accountable. Tip number 7 is to use writing sprints. So if you don't know what a writing sprint is, essentially you pick a period of time, and normally they're shorter, which is why they're called sprints, like 20, 30, 40 minutes along those lines. And then you sprint for that period of time, essentially write as many words as you can, and then you take a break. And then you go back and sprint again. So a lot of people find writing sprints super useful. In the past, I personally didn't find writing sprints that useful. I like to just sit at my computer and type for like 10 hours straight, basically. But now I find them really useful and a great way to integrate breaks. Tip number 8 is to set milestones throughout the day and then reward yourself. For example, if you hit 5,000 words by 1 p.m., you get to order lunch instead of having the leftovers in the fridge. Or at 7,000 words, you get to take a break and go for a walk if you hit it before 4 p.m. because that means you're ahead of schedule. So integrating rewards and milestones throughout the day will really help incentivize you to keep going and hit that 10,000 word goal. Tip number 9, and this kind of goes right along with tip number 8, is to take breaks and move your body. Your butt is going to get super numb and super tired if you're sitting on your ass all day. So make sure to stand up. If you've got a standing desk, even better. Some people have treadmill desks, which is like super cool, but every so often, get outside, go for a walk, move around, stretch your legs. You don't want to cause any health problems by sitting all day. For those of you who don't know what deep leg thrombosis is, look it up. It's scary. People get it on planes from sitting for too long. So make sure that you get up and move yourself around, get that blood flowing, get outside, get some fresh air. Not only does it help your physical well-being and your body, but it's also going to help your mental well-being and replenish that creative well. Tip number 10 is to write with others. So whether that be joining a live stream, getting a friend so that you're both accountable, working with others is always encouraging and really helps motivate people and keep them moving along. The last thing that I'm going to leave you with is to make sure that for the day before and the day after, you have very little planned so that you can relax before you go into your 10,000 word day and you can relax coming out of your 10,000 word day. I believe that everybody has a creative well, and you really do have to replenish it. So whether that's reading books or watching movies or just going outside and getting inspiration from the world around you, take some time to relax going into it and decompress coming out of it. And make sure that time's scheduled, because writing 10,000 words in a day is a massive feat. And I really hope, I don't really hope, I know everybody can do it, and I know you can do it. And it's just, you feel so accomplished once it's done, but you're also exhausted as heck. So make sure the day after you got nothing really big planned and you can just chill. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever done a 10,000 word day, and if you have, what tips you have. If you haven't done a 10,000 word day, if you're planning on doing one after watching this video. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and please do comment. Let me know if you've ever done a 10,000 word day, because we're always looking for people to write with. And by we, I don't know, I said we. I'm the only person sitting in this chair. I'm always looking for people to write with, and I would love to join you guys in your 10,000 words endeavors. So let me know in the comments below if this is something that would interest you, if you're ever going to try it out, and I'll see you next time. Catch you on the next video. Bye, everyone.